And welcome back. The 71st Annual Tony Awards are set to take place Sunday night. And some very big names will be taking part this year, like Tina Fey, Orlando Bloom, Whoopi Goldberg, and Stephen Colbert. And we just wanted to ask our guest host, Michael Donald Edwards, about the buzz on Broadway before the big night. All right, so we know you have a lot of opinions.
I have a lot of friends on Broadway.
We were keeping that a secret.
So we want to talk specifics about a few shows and some actors. So let's start with Bette Midler. Tell me about Hello, Dolly.
Well, I absolutely loved it. I loved seeing her through a friend, through a supporter at the theater, where I got a front row seat in the very front row.
Oh.
And it was one of the truly great experiences of my life. I just felt so, it was quite emotional. You know, growing up with her, she was one of my very first awarenesses as a young man in Australia, the Divine Miss M, watching the history of who she was, the gratitude the audience showed to her for coming on. It was, she got so, I mean, the moment she appeared, she got all this reaction. Hello, Dolly, when she appeared in the red dress with the hat at the top of the Harmonia Gardens,
well,
standing ovation, everything. It was very, very, it was like the role was written for her. The combination of vaudeville and the emotional connection of being an older woman and finally getting a dead husband's permission to marry again.
Will she
really
get the
good.
Tony?
Yeah, you think the Tony in her future?
I mean, who knows? It's all political. It's all, you know, but I think she should. But there was a wonderful moment when David Hyde Pierce, playing Horace Vandergelder, says at the end, after he's agreed to marry her, he looked, I was in the front, he looks her in the eye and he says to her, "You are a wonderful woman."
Wow.
And his eyes filled with tears when he said this, and I felt like he was expressing something we all wanted to say to her, who've grown up with her. You are a wonderful woman.
So
that's
she's
what I felt.
just as good.
She's
not
I mean,
lost
she's
anything.
73. Her voice is not what it was when she was 23, but man, was I glad to see her and grateful to show her my appreciation.
Well, we'll wish her luck in the Tonys.
Yeah.
What about the musical Dear Evan Hansen? Tell me about that one.
Fantastic. I absolutely was surprised. I went out of a little bit of a sense of duty and expected it to be about the internet and young people, and it ended up being about making me understand so much of what young people go through. A kid who tells a lie and the consequences of the lie all through his life and his family's life and his community's life.
Wow.
But the music was fantastic, and this central performance by this boy, who is going to win the Tony, was truly breathtaking.
So you're rooting for
truly
that
breathtaking.
one. All right, let's talk about War Paint.
War Paint, I mean, there are lots of people who don't like this. I absolutely loved it. It was Patti LuPone and Christine Ebersol. I mean, really, kind of a gay heaven, really, about these two great female iconic cultural figures. Christine Ebersol plays Elizabeth Arden and Patti plays Helena Rubinstein. They hated each other. They never actually met, although the musical has them meet at one point, and creating these two empires about really exploiting women's vulnerabilities about how they are, who they are, and what it is to be a woman.
What's the complaint about it? You see that people don't like it. What don't they like?
I think they wish it was, I mean, the music is, I think it was fantastic and a beautiful production. Probably they want the script to be deeper and really crack into. The whole team was male, and I think there needed to be probably a deeper sense of the politics of what it is
to be a woman,
that women have to suffer through in terms
Especially
of what.
back in their day.
And now, this idea of.
Oh, we do okay.
All right,
but we have on a lot of war paint.
It's a good idea, and I feel that. I feel that we don't have any. Men don't have any war paint.
Oh, I feel so
I
sorry
can give you
for
some.
I do. I don't show up without mine.
All right, well, thank you so much, Michael. Now, we will look out for his picks for the Tony Awards. It's going to air Sunday night, so you want to stay tuned to see if any of the ones he likes win. All right, and then when we come back, we're going to preview of hot summer bike fun. We'll be right back.